welcome to the Redefine Podcast.
All right, happy Tuesday and happy podcast day to you. Welcome to the show if you're brand new, and of course, if you're an existing listener, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I'm going to reference a post that I saw recently in a network marketing Facebook group that I'm a part of. Now, the conversation will, I think, extend beyond the boundaries of network marketing and I think really apply to marketing in general, to sales, to business and entrepreneurism, at least how the philosophies of how I like to build my business, right? If you're an entrepreneur, and I think all entrepreneurs feel this way, if you believe in the benefits of your products and services and you really think that it can affect positive change in society as a whole, this is a conversation that you're going to want to listen to. Again, the way you operate and the way you look at generating sales and generating revenue in your business is really, really important. And I think this small but very significant shift in mindset can make a huge difference in your business, right? All right, so the post said this. It says, stop trying to recruit people into your business and open their minds to a better way. All right, again, stop trying to recruit people into your business and open their minds to a better way. All right, really problematic to me right out of the gate, very problematic. Let's just start with the network marketing context. As clever and as witty and as catchy as this post might sound, and I know a lot of people will agree with it and give it the thumbs up and all that. There is so much more nuance, as I always say. There's so many more layers beyond this meme, right? The first thing is that it assumes that the focus in network marketing is still to recruit, right? It's still to build a downline. It's still to bring other business builders into your team and build that multi-level aspect of it. Yeah, that's not really the case. I mean, 20, 30 years ago, that's the only thing that we really sold, right? The income opportunity, the money-making opportunity, because that was the only thing that compensation plans rewarded, right? The business builders that you brought in and the levels that you build, your downlines, they would end up being the end consumer. They're one and the same, right? And so there was no way to generate commissions unless you built a downline. That's no longer the case anymore. Today, there is a clear distinction between business builder and customer. And of course, as the landscape in the marketplace have changed and evolved with influencer marketing, social media marketing, affiliate marketing, we've had to evolve as well in network marketing. And so there are many companies, including my own, that have created that have adapted their comp plans to account for customer sales. Basically, you can generate significant incomes and even residual incomes at that. Just by acquiring customers, basically just by focusing on what businesses should focus on, and that is selling products and services, right? I know there are still holdouts in the network marketing profession. A large percentage of the industry still believe in that focus on recruiting and building downlines is how to build a business. But yeah, we really got to wake up to all the changes that's happening in the marketplace. Otherwise, we're going to go extinct. I mean, again, with the affiliate marketers and the gig economy and social media and influencers, the rise of that over the especially last 5 years, has really eaten into our market share. And as a result, even companies that we 5 years ago thought were untouchable, like Rodan and Fields, for example, they're having to make drastic changes because, I mean, I don't know specifically the details of their numbers and why they made the decision, but my guess is because they're trying to keep up, right? So if you haven't heard, this is the biggest industry news that's come out in quite a while, because Rodan and Fields was a large company. But recently, Rodan and Fields, skincare company, announced that they are, well, on September 1st of this year, 2024, they are no longer going to have the multi-level and direct selling aspect of their business model. And my guess, again, I don't know the finer details. My guess is that they're going to go more towards an affiliate marketer type of situation, or influencer marketer, right? And so on September 1st, the people who have, especially the larger organizations in Rodan and Fields, a lot of their incomes are going to disappear overnight, right? Again, this is the type of drastic measures that some companies are having to take in order to keep up with the changing landscape in the marketplace. Consumer habits and how people are purchasing and how people are seeing marketing has changed dramatically, and of course, how companies are behaving has changed dramatically. And so, if we don't adapt as a profession, yeah, we risk going extinct, at least from a company to company standpoint. For sure, there are companies like my own, and if you're curious, message me. But there are companies that again are adapting to the marketplace and are creating ways to generate incomes that no longer involve having to build a downline or having to recruit people or having to convince people that our money making opportunity, our business opportunity, is a better way, right? Which leads me to point number two. Even back 20, 30, 40 years ago in the older models of network marketing, only a small fraction of the people that you talk to, of your prospects, would actually be interested in the business opportunity, whereas a vast majority of your prospects might actually be interested in your products and services. So again, I think it's foolhardy to focus on just promoting or selling the business opportunity, making that money making opportunity your main selling point, because a majority of people don't want to do that, whereas majority of them might actually be interested in your products and services. So again, if you really believe in the benefits of your products and services, outside of course of the income opportunity and the business opportunity, then that's what you should focus on, right? Focus on the benefits of your products and services, and let the thing sell itself. And if the business opportunity comes up, then you can bring it up, right? If the individual has any interest, then yeah, you can field their questions and you can give them more info. Of course, for me, with the conversations that I have with my prospects, you definitely want to identify any pain points, any things that any issues or problems that your prospect might be looking for a solution for. But most of the time, again, the majority of them are looking for solutions in terms by way of a product or a service, right? All right. Now, outside of network marketing, I think the philosophy of showing them, opening their minds up to a better way, really still speaks to changing their mind, right? Right, like that's the root of it. Again, it sounds catchy, it sounds clever, it sounds witty, and it sounds really flowery. Actually, it's really, for me, open their minds to a better way is flowery language for convince them to buy your stuff, convince them why your stuff, your product, service, or business opportunity is better than what they're currently doing. And I think like the focus of that is, and I know I'm flying at the face of traditional sales and sales tactics and sales training and marketing and all that, but the way I've done business is that I've focused on the needs of the individual or individuals that are my prospects, right? The conversations that I'm having, I'm not trying to convert them, right? And again, conversion is old marketing and old sales tactic language. I'm just showing them another way. I'm just showing them another option, as opposed to trying to open their minds. Again, it's flowery language and it sounds cool, but to open their minds is really to change their mind. I'm not in this thing to change their mind. I'm just in this thing to show them another option. And I think when you do that, you allow room, you allow respect, and understanding for that individual to make the decision on their own, right? There's no need, I don't think anymore. Well, again, traditional salespeople and marketing people will argue with this, but I don't think there's a need anymore to try to change people's minds. It's just you show them another option. Yes, empirically, your product, your service, your business opportunity might be a better way. You might have the statistics and the data, but a better way for who? Right? Yeah, of course, it might be a better way across the board from the data standpoint, but for that particular individual or individuals that you're talking to, or that you're having a conversation with, or that you're presenting to, it may not be a better way for them, right? Maybe they're happy with what they have. Maybe you know, they're not looking for a change. And you don't get to that point unless you have a conversation. You don't have a conversation if you're focused on changing people's minds, because you're focused on your own bottom line and getting them to convert, right? It seems subtle, but it's a drastic, it's a big difference in how to operate business. Again, build business the way you want to build business. Focus on the thing that you want to focus on. I'm not here to tell you what's wrong or right. I'm here to tell you that what's worked for me is I've focused on the individual's needs, right? I'm focused on my prospects, and what they want, and not as opposed to what I want. Of course I want a sale, but that comes regardless of trying to convince them or trying to change their mind or trying to open their minds that my way is a better way. The sale will come. You just have to have more conversations. And if you respect the individuals that you're having conversations with, they're going to be more apt to make a purchase. Maybe not right now in this moment because they're not ready for it, or they're not looking for a change, or they're fine with what they have. But life events might happen down the road for them that they will then, want or consider your products or services. Whereas if you're trying to convince them and you're trying to change their mind in that one interaction, then you potentially can close the door or burn the bridge, for future potential sales down the road. Right. So yeah, I mean, again, it's really, really subtle, but I think if we as business people and entrepreneurs shifted our philosophy away from our bottom line and conversion, and really focus on service. And I've talked about this in a lot in the last couple of months on the show. It's really shifting from that yin to the yang energy, right? It's allowing and accepting, and just having a conversation, and showing a better, not showing a better way, but showing another option. Because again, a better way is very subjective. That's really more in your eyes than in theirs. And if you're looking at what you have in a frame of that this is a better way, then there's an unconscious assumption that what they're using or what they're doing isn't as good. And so you have to convince them, in this case, in the language, you have to open their minds, that yours is a better way, which is really not the case. It's just another option. So this post would have been better off saying, stop trying to recruit people into your business and just show them another option. Right? Just show them another option, and then respect in subtitles, and then respect their decision, and keep that relationship intact. Right? Keep that relationship intact. So that's my message for today. Yin versus yang. Lean into the yang. Stop trying to convince people and stop trying to change their minds that yours is a better way, because it may or may not be for them at that given moment, right? All right, so that's going to do it. Have a great rest of your day today. We'll see you on Thursday with a fresh new episode. So until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you in the next episode.